Hello, my lovelies. This is going to be our spiritual guidance for the week. We're going to do something I don't normally do this week. I'm going to channel a message for you for what Spirit needs my collective to know. So as always, use discernment. See if this message resonates for you, if it makes sense for you. Take what fits, leave the rest. I may or may not decide to use tarot cards in this. We'll see how things go. Spirit, tell me what spiritual messages does my collective need to know this week, and how can they put those in their life? So one of the things that I do when I connect is I just kind of sit back and I listen, take a couple of deep breaths, and I see what Spirit has, what messages come through. Typically they happen pretty quickly. So what they're showing me energetically is a circle. And a circle has no beginning and no end. Sometimes it is a vicious cycle, they say, but we can break that cycle, we can break that chain, and we can make some forward progress and get out of this repetitive cycle if we make a conscious choice to do so. So Spirit is saying that somebody in my collective is making massive changes in their life this week that will energetically create a ripple effect through their social circles, friends, family, work, etc. And that they want the collective to know that it's part of the process of the evolution to shift us into 5D. Not everybody is allowed to go forward on this journey. Not everybody will get to come with you. Not everybody will experience the love and abundance that Spirit has in store, but they always have a choice to change. So, if you are in a period of transition right now, change can be quite uncomfortable. There could be a lot of emotions bubbling to the surface. There could be a lot of things being kind of stripped away from your life at this point. Allow those changes to happen. Don't hold on to things that Spirit is trying to remove from your life this week. Hold open the door and allow them to exit. Because in order for you to keep going forward, those things have to be removed. You can ask Spirit to remove them in the least painful way possible so that you get to where you are supposed to be. We're going to pull from my spiritual decks first. Let's see. Tell us about this change, Spirit. What are some signs, symbols, and synchronicities that this was for my collective? What do they need to see? What do they need to know? Please confirm the channeled message. Yeah. All right. So we might be seeing orbs or a manifestation of energy. Remember that energy is always all around us at any given time. Just because you don't always physically see it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. You might feel it. You might energetically just know. And so that's something that Spirit can show you different things in different ways to give you confirmation. But I do feel like you could be experiencing Spirit energy around you more as these manifestations start to come in. They need you to speak up clearly and concisely. Use your throat chakra. You can clear your throat chakra by humming. You can clear it by singing. You can clear it by expressing yourself from your heart. Remember, the energy has to flow up before Spirit can give us the download. So that's really important. So the throat chakra is all about peaceful communication, but it has to be truthful. We have to speak from the heart. And I feel like somebody has something that they have to get off their chest, that they have to speak up about. And I feel like Spirit is going to usher in that communication for a peaceful resolution. Cinderella, your slipper is ready. I feel like you are going to be doing an upgrade energetically, spiritually, physically. That's what the 5D is all about. So something has to be left behind in order for us to transition, in order for us to elevate. So the fairy tale is coming to an end for your new life to begin. That creates this sense of vulnerability. It's okay to be vulnerable with the right people. And over our lifetime, we start to realize who has our back, who is okay to show those feelings and emotions to, and who we should maybe have some strong boundaries with and not be vulnerable with. The truth is, we need to be in our most authentic version all of the time. And that is how we will start to find our tribe. That is how we will start to find our purpose, our calling, and where we're really meant to be in life. So don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Don't be afraid to let those emotions come to the surface, and you will soon see who is on the right path to go with you and who needs to be left behind. Remember, we are about to reclaim our power. So finding control over your emotions, no matter how deep those might be, that could be a challenge for you this week. But we are kind of reclaiming the power to control the storm. What else do they need to see, Spirit? All right, remember to ground your energy this week. That could be very important for you. You're always protected from evil. Your money is protected. You could be connecting to an earth sign. Remember to ground your root chakra. There we go. I don't know what words I was trying to get out there. Your root chakra could be needing a little attention. If fear is coming up with these changes, it's time to ground that energy. If you feel unstable, if there's anxiety, that means it's ungrounded. If we are in balance, we will feel completely calm, at peace, and we will know that we are protected. So that's the energy. We always want to start at the root chakra, have a strong foundation, and go up from there. You are learning to balance the human, the animal, and the spiritual connection. So I feel like this is an indication that our spiritual gifts are evolving. Take my spiritual gifting class. It's going to help you to connect with your spirit team. It's going to help you to uncover your spiritual gifts. And it is 100% free. So it's here. It's in a playlist called Spiritual Gifting Course. Take it and see where you get with it. If you have questions, shoot me an email. Spirit says it's time to recharge. We've been depleted far too long. It's time for us to leave that way of life behind and take extremely good care of ourselves. Burn it all away. Burn those bridges that do not serve you. I feel like it's time to follow your passions. Spirit's also telling me that they're going to be giving you waves of inspiration to go in a new direction, to try new things, to step out of a comfort zone. And so they want you to follow those passions. You are protected. You have some sort of divine energy, could be masculine energy, that is protecting and guiding you. This person or this entity is protecting you at all costs. They are the voice of reason. So it could be your higher self or your spirit guide that you're connecting to as well. And the star, when it's in the reverse, it tells us that we've lost hope that these things are going to happen, that we're in this period of despair. We feel like we've missed out on an opportunity, or we feel really let down and disappointed. Spirit's about to show up and show off. Tap in. It's time. Listen and open your crown chakra. Open up to divine guidance. There is some sort of wisdom, awareness, and miracles that are coming in at just the right time. The hourglass also came out in the reverse. You feel like you missed out. Time is not running out. Time might be of the essence sometimes, but there is always enough time to get where you need to be. I word it like this sometimes. Sometimes on the road of life, there's lots of detours. You will always make it to your final destination at the right time, wherever you are supposed to be. So allow Spirit to give you the insight of prophecy and awareness and downloads and spiritual direction going forward. It is time to transform. We can no longer stay in this negative energy. It is time for us to rise up. All right, what else do we need to see, Spirit? So some of your gifts might be awakening. Some of you might have the gift of prophecy. Some of you might be getting spiritual downloads, things like that. So Spirit might really be showing up in your life. Don't be fearful of that. They're never there to harm you. They're there to help assist you on your journey and get you where you need to be. You are protected. So I feel like what's funny is we have Cinderella's shoe and we have the castle. So you're definitely starting to elevate. There's this period of enchantment, but Spirit also needs you to know that you're protected from danger. They're showing me outside of a castle, like you have the drawbridge, and then you have like this moat with like alligators, and they're saying piranhas in there. So it's almost like Spirit is the bridge between the 3D and the 5D. And so when we're in alignment with Spirit, we're able to cross that bridge without encountering any sort of dangers. We have to be aware of the dangers. It doesn't mean that the dangers are going to harm us. We just have to be aware of them. You've got to know who is energetically for you and who is energetically against you, so that you are protected from any sort of enemies. Remember that karma is a cycle. What goes around comes around. If you've been doing the work, if you've been trying to do your best, Spirit sees that. Know that Spirit always sees your hard work. Even if you feel like they don't, they do. And I feel like they're about to rectify a situation and usher in a lot of balance for us going forward. The compass tells us it's time to follow your true north. Where is your north node in your birth chart? If you don't know, you should look that up, because that's what you're being called to do in this life. Your south node is what you're being asked to leave behind. It's what you did in your last lifetime. And your north node is your purpose or your calling. Mine's in the sign of Leo. Mine is telling me that I have to showcase my talents, gifts, and abilities, that I have to be seen in some way, shape, or form. I don't always like that. I'm a wallflower. I like to be behind the scenes. I like to be quiet. I like to be a bit of a hermit. So this is my purpose, is to step out of my comfort zone and to help assist you, to help lead you, to help you find your way. So that is what we're here to do. Nobody that is wandering is necessarily lost. There's always a way to find your direction. Watch out for the attention seekers. I feel like those are the alligators and piranhas that want your attention. I feel like we need to have some energetic walls of protection this week so that we aren't distracted from our purpose, our gifts, and our calling. And keep your temper in check. I feel like that's something that, with Mars being in retrograde still, that we're going to still have a little bit of anger bubbling to the surface. Tempers could rage. So try and ground your energy and keep that stuff in check. Some of you might be surprised. Somebody could be revealing that they have a crush on you, that they have feelings for you. They could be reaching out, expressing that in some way, shape, or form. Text, call, email, spiritual, or even telepathic. Remember, we are about to elevate, so we have to leave certain things behind in order to get there. There's changes ahead for us on this ascension path. We're entering a new timeline, and somebody's about to speak up and tell you exactly what they need you to know. Communicate. You have the throat chakra. Openly, honestly, effectively, and from the heart. What else? Our final card. They've been watching you for a while. I feel like somebody's about to have a massive glow up, and I feel like somebody is about to see that in an epic way. All right, so watch out for people who are stalking, watching, or obsessively looking at you. Your glow up could also ruffle some feathers for some people. Don't worry about that. You're going in a new direction. It's time to be brave. It's time to take that leap of faith. I feel like you're headed towards happiness. I feel like you're headed towards abundance. And I feel like by collaborating with Spirit, that's how you're going to get there. So there's improvements underway. There's been delays around it. The delays are usually necessary. Remember, the detour doesn't matter. You're still going to get to where you need to be in life. So take that with a grain of salt. There is communication coming in. It could be somebody expressing their feelings and emotions. New job offers of opportunity to learn, grow, and expand. A choice in love that could lead to marriage and commitment. Again, you always have a choice. So what is your choice? I'm telling you, we are about to elevate. The Wheel of Fortune tells us that unexpected financial blessings are coming in. There is an elevation of money. Could be traveling overseas, but you're completing this difficult phase to get to the good stuff. It's the tail end of the transition. It's like birthing pains, you know. I keep coming back to that analogy because it makes the most sense. When you're at that final stage of active labor, it's the point of no return. You can't just go, I'm checking out. I don't really want to do this after all. It's like, you can't. It's too late. You're at the you can't. It's too late. You have to just go forward. You have to cut off the dead weight. You've got to leave that survival mode in the past and realize that we're going towards something so much better. Love opportunities coming in. People revealing how they actually feel. Getting out of this stuck, stagnant energy and going towards somebody who is really meant to be in your life. It's here to help restore the balance so we can finally quit juggling the things in our life that aren't really working for us anyway. We're going to cut out those things. We're going to let go of that heavy load, and that's what helps us to restore the balance. It brings in the stability and the commitment that we've been looking for. Judgment being out here tells us it is the last final leg of this journey before we elevate. These are things that you have manifested. I feel like somebody is about to really be in the public eye in some way, shape, or form. I feel like somebody's going towards commitment with their equal, somebody that hiccups for confirmation is going to help them to fulfill their calling, their purpose, their mission work in life. And I feel like we're going to see some unions that are divinely guided. And you're going to see the difference between, oh yeah, they're totally in love. It's like, There is no way those two people would have met and got together if God didn't orchestrate it. Hands down. Like, you're going to start to see it. Judgment is exactly that. It tells us time is up. This is an impending thing that will change because the divine needs it to. Decisions pending finality, the only decision that can be made under the circumstances. And we have the world. So it's time to complete these cycles. I feel like for some of you, it's not over yet. You've still got some hurdles to overcome, but you will get there. So don't worry about the money. The money is coming. If you're worried about love, the love is coming. If you're worried about how you're going to get there, let go of the worry. Know that you are protected. Know that your only purpose is to change, evolve, grow for the better, and all of the things will come into alignment at exactly the right time. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you soon.